where do you rank him?
Well, how about this question? Just, Corey, I'll ask you this. Yeah. Redraft the 2021 draft class with the quarterbacks. Who's going number 1?
I don't know. I like Justin Fields. I've always liked him, right? I like what he can do and bring to the table. And I feel like we're finally just starting to see a little bit of that because he hasn't even scratched the surface of what he can be. So, in my opinion, he was always my favorite coming out, and I still think so, right? Early on.
He was your favorite coming out?
Yeah, he was. Because of what he did at Ohio State. He's a proven winner. Yeah. He's played snaps. I didn't like the Trubisky pick years ago because I didn't think he had the experience.
There was only one person that liked him.
Yeah, and as at a quarterback, I like a guy that's experienced. Unless you plan to sit him, for 3-4 years behind somebody. But at that point, if you're trading up for somebody high, you got to play him day one. And I like Justin Fields.
Well, first of all, if we're being honest, like Zach Wilson's not playing well right now. He had a terrible game yesterday. I had also heard some stuff before the season even began questioning that there were people in New York questioning his understanding of the playbook and things like that and just picking up things. And meanwhile, like nobody was really questioning that with Justin. It was more so of, the speed of things and some of the reads and stuff like that. But no one's questioning, the work and understanding the offense. Meanwhile, Trey Lance is just tough right now, man. Like, he hasn't played. Yeah. And now it's going to be, like, essentially 3 straight years of not playing football, which is going to be really hard to overcome. So that might just be some bad luck there with him, but it's still part of the equation. So it really comes down to, Mac Jones, come on. We all see the limitations with Mac Jones. And same thing with Davis Mills. So it really is it Trevor Lawrence or Justin Fields? I think just the fact that it's a debate, even if you're going to lean Trevor Lawrence right now, speaks to, in what was a loaded draft class, like, you got to feel good about the Bears.
I do. Mm-hmm.
One team had the number 1 overall pick.
Yeah.
The other team had the 20th overall pick.
Yep.
And managed to get – so for all the, hate for Ryan Pace, which a lot of it deserved – at least he gave the Bears it looks like a huge party gift.
Well, think about Trevor Lawrence. He has a lot more weapons than Justin Fields in his offense. And they're 2-6.
And he's been struggling recently.
Exactly. So you put those same weapons on the Bears team right now, Justin Fields would be throwing for 250 to 300 every game with those type of weapons.
Well, I think so. I think Hoge makes a great point in that the fact that it's even a conversation is a huge win for Fields, the Bears, Ryan Pace, whoever you want to put out there. That's all that these are positive things. I'm shocked that it is because Trevor Lawrence coming in, I thought that dude was going to be a straight stud. Like I loved him. However, if I was picking right now between the two, I would take Fields and I would just do it with just please don't get hurt because there is the style of play where he is more prone to do it. But I would just bet on the fact that Justin Fields is a physical freak. He's a freak in nature. Sure. So the speed is one thing. It's also the strength.
Yeah, and that's why I go back to what I was saying yesterday, or last week, and people were calling me crazy on social media and stuff. But like, if you get the quarterback run game going in a designed, controlled way, he's actually going to take fewer hits over the course of the game. The one hit he took running the football yesterday was his fault, which he took responsibility for after the game because he didn't go out of bounds.
Exactly.
Right. There's a difference between just getting tackled when you're going out, and actually taking shots. Mm-hmm. And so the last 2 games since they got this going, it's only been a couple legitimate shots that he's taken. He has taken a couple, but they were both in drop-back situations, not with him running the ball.
On the outside zone runs, those like design runs with him, on the outside, I love those, right? Because he has the opportunity to get out of bounds, get to the sideline. And the game plan was one-on-one on DeMarcus Lawrence. And he's probably the least athletic of all the defensive ends on the Cowboys. And they're like, okay, when he's out there, we're going to go zone reads, we're going to do play actions towards the side, and we're going to have Justin Fields one-on-one on him. And Justin Fields hit the corner on him at will. So that was great by Getsy,
easy.
Maximizing that matchup.
When you look at the quarterbacks, say a year from now, right? Mm-hmm. Mahomes, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert. Let's put them all in the top tier. He's not there. Okay, I'm taking Brady and Aaron out of the equation. Y'all are you're done. Old. All right. Then the next group: Lamar, Stafford, Jalen Hurts,
Tua. If he continues,
I don't love Tua, but okay, fine. But that's where I think Fields is. He's going to be in that group, and he should be in that group for a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not. I don't think he's not going to hit the top. He's not Patrick Mahomes. He's not. He doesn't have that.
But can he be that?
I don't think so. But that's fine. He's in the 6 to 12, 13 realm. That's awesome. Bears haven't had that and
there haven't been a lot of good quarterbacks this year too. That's what's been weird.
Yeah. Well, that speaks to
and two legends have fallen off dramatically.
Yeah,
Brady and Rodgers right now.
Right.
Russell Wilson being the third to probable Hall of Famer, falling off massively.
Let's ride. Can he stop saying that?
How many?
That's right.
Yeah, I think he did actually say. I heard he stopped saying that actually.
He said it yesterday.
Oh, did he?
Oh, yeah, he did.
Oh, no.
He said he had
how
Wolverine
much
blood
time on
or
the
something.
flight home did he spend working out? That's all I want to know.
I feel like he's that guy that just does stuff when the camera's on him. You know, that classic example of that guy that just wants to do the most when you know someone's watching. Like, yeah, let's go, guys. Come on. Yeah, we're over here hyped up. And then all of a sudden when the camera's there, he's like,
What would you have done, though, if you were on an 8-hour flight to London and one of the players was working out in the aisle for 4 of the 8 hours?
he was saying, man, sit your ass down,
Right?
man. Like, come on. We're on a flight right now. I can understand getting up and walking around so that way, you know, all the blood in your legs.
Right, you gotta get up, move around,
circulate
absolutely.
and all that. But
You don't do high knees for 4 hours.
he probably had one of those headbands that he tied over there looking like Rambo. Like, guys, I'm ready. You know, I'm more dedicated. I think for him, a lot of it is show, to be honest with you. I think he's trying to put out this persona like he's the most dedicated person. I think he is, but don't try to overdo it. Be how you always have been. And that's simple. He was one of the best quarterbacks in the game, and obviously the coaching and everything over there, but I think he's just trying a little too hard.
I'm 100% with you on this one. And if I was, dude, you are going to sit down. I would be calling out if I was.
Are you fighting him?
If I was the punter though, I would make sure that if I was whatever I was, the long snapper, I would make sure I have friends on the team like Woot, and I'd be walk over. I'm like, will you please deck this guy? Like, I would do.
Sit down.
But Hoge, do you think Justin Fields can be a top 5 quarterback in this league?
Oh.
I mean, people.
I'll pose the question for everyone out
Do
there.
I think he can be? Yes. Do I think he can be? Yes.
So if this offseason, right, they surround him with talent at the receiver, we get a catching tight end, right?
Yes.
A really red zone target guy that can stretch the field at tight end. We have 2 really good receivers. We keep the same running backs we have. We beef up the defensive line. I feel pretty good about him being a
That's kind of the point I made yesterday. Woot was like, he's doing all this the last couple of weeks with not a lot of help.
putting the team on his back, literally.
Look at the optimism in the chat. Like, people are wanting to fight back on the fact that he can't be top 5. Bears fans, good for you. Let's get some serious optimism in here, because I mean I'm not.
So, question for you guys: based on the way in the games that Tua has played, is he a top 5 quarterback in this league right now? The way he's played, I'm just asking. Okay. I'm asking based on what he's put on the table, stats wise.
Is Tua top 5?
Yeah, right
That's
now.
what you're asking.
Right now in the league. Look at the top quarterbacks right now.
Well, that's where it gets in the conversation of, like, you know, stats versus is he really one of the top 5? I mean, he's definitely been one of the better quarterbacks this year. He also has Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill to throw the ball to. So,
but that's what I'm saying. You see what weapons can do to you, right?
I would say this: who's more talented between the 2 quarterbacks? I would side with Justin Fields.
Justin Fields, 100%,
without a doubt. But Tua's been better, and he was better coming out from Alabama at reading defenses and understanding what's happening. That's where Fields still has to
get better at.
Get better.
No,
but that comes with experience.
Tua's ball it's a floater, man. That thing is up there for a long time. He does not have the arm strength of Fields. I love Tua as a leader. Mm-hmm. I like squeeze every drop of lemon that he possibly lemon juice out of the lemon, if you will. That's what Tua is going to bring to the table.
What did he just say?
Squeeze the lemon juice.
He squeezed the
lemons. I don't know.
Too much squeezing, man.
I think that's because Corey's wearing that beautiful yellow
right?
shirt. Though. Thinking of lemons.
He squeezes every bit of juice that he can get out of himself.
This is a very colorful podcast right now. If you're watching on YouTube, and we appreciate, please hit the like button, subscribe.
Yeah.
To the whole quarterback rating, QBR. I mean, Tua's number 1 in the NFL right now. But
in QBR,
number 1 in QBR. He's number 1 in quarterback rating. However,
Mitch Trubisky was number 4 in QBR.
right. Well,
but his actual stats, his yards, his touchdowns, they're up there.
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
You
I
can't
know.
deny that.
No, and another way to judge quarterback play sometimes is when they're not in there, what happens with the team? And
Teddy
they fell off.
Bridgewater?
They
Yeah.
fell off massively when Tua was out. I don't want to take anything away from Tua. I think it's actually a really good story. That was one of the biggest stories in the NFL coming into the season. Actually, was like, all right, this is it for Tua.
I mean,
he's either it or he's not, and he's showing that he should be their starter.
they're bunched yardage wise, but for the record, he is 17th, and he's not at the top there.
But he was also gone for what, 3
Right.
weeks?
If we
You got to go by
let's-
yards
let-
per game.
Yeah.
Let's do it yards per game.
Okay.
Let's go yards per game. He is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Gotta be
7,
in
8, 9.
300s.
He's 9. His yards per game right now are 279.7.
I'd say he's a top 10 quarterback.
Mhm.
How he's played. I don't know if I go top 5 yet.